Hello everybody and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. In the last episode, we wrapped up working on the Gamora. And in this episode, we're going to be going into the Ultra Suite. The place that's been described by multiple people as being creepy.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons?
Can you pull out weapons?
My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. You have my assurance that everything will be returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please, enjoy your stay.
Where did you take my weapons?
They'll be handled with the utmost security in our bank.
Okay, see ya.
Pleasure speaking to you.
So right away we could kind of get an understanding of why they're called creepy when they're going around wearing masks.
Trying to elevate your status by being seen with me? It won't work.
Huh? Wait, why does that guy get to keep a gun? But you have to take mine.
You watch yourself around, Mr. Gunderson.
Top Shelf is the premier bar on the Strip. The drinks are overpriced, but that's the whole point.
So I hear the honcho of one of them Strip families up and disappeared. Poof. Yeah, they'll find his body someday.
Heck, Gunderson.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you?
I'm sorry, I don't think I've seen some of that description. At least not to my memory.
Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me.
Why is your bodyguard allowed to have a gun?
Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business with me, they got to play by my rules. A lot of people out there resent success. Might want to take a swipe at me. This makes them think twice. If I'd have been thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened.
So, you're a rancher?
Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that.
So we're about to get to the main point. You say you've lost your son here?
My boy, Ted. He was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful.
May I ask what kind of business you have here at the hotel?
That's between me and the White Glove Society. But let's just say they control the food supply around here, and I got lots of food to give. But that ain't as welcome as you might think.
Alright, so he's got a bunch of food to sell, and the White Glove Society have a lot of money to buy food. Ooh, that sounds like a simple transaction. Did you say something about a white glove?
That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy with their bow ties and shiny dresses. Some of them got masks, too. Real hard to trust folks like that. A couple of them show their faces, and that's who I do my business with. I don't talk to none of the other ones.
Let me help you find your son.
I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, You can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible.
Alright, goodbye.
I'll be here.
Alright, so just to recap their objectives. New quest, Beyond the Beef. Get Ted back to his father if he is still alive. Ask around the Ultra-Luxe for information regarding Ted Gunderson's disappearance.
There are a lot of rumors going around about the White Glove Society. I heard they used to be tribals.
I'm not sure if it'll
The
stay.
Legion's planning to unleash their best men against us.
Think like if it hasn't been
That
before, then I
Finn
guess
shouldn't have messed with our great army.
if it hasn't been said before, I think I'll point it out now.
I'd wager that the Army's sending elite units our way, right as we speak.
Shut up about the NCR. It was like the three family, the Tops guys that Benny ran, and the Gamora guys and the Ultra-Luxe here used to be tribals or so, but then when Mr. House and his Securitron army saw
He must be getting ready to attack.
when they saw when he saw the NCR heading towards the dam or so, he recruited the three families here, the three tribes, used to help him, gave the casinos to them.
Things are getting stranger every day.
Yeah, gave them the casino. And they basically became what they are, or in exchange for working with Mr. House. And then after that, Mr. House, now working with the three tribals, went to the dam. So by the time regular NCR troops got to the dam, it was already being occupied by a bunch of Securitron and a bunch of.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
There goes around here, son. Who said that? Couldn't have been that woman over there talking in the man's voice. Anyway, when the NCR got to the dam, it was occupied by a bunch of guys from the three families and a bunch of Securitrons. And then while the NCR could have probably won that, they're at least smart enough to try to avoid a fight. When and where it's reasonably possible. Well, so they struck a deal with Mr. House or so. He'll give them the dam in exchange for I think it was 95% of the power or from the dam can be sent back to California that the NCR control, while 5% of the power goes to the strip here, which is more than enough for Mr. House. Anyway, let's talk to this guy.
Good day. How may I be of service, sir?
Do you have any work that needs to be done? Or well, first, what can you tell me about your organization?
My, such a popular question. I suppose it is only natural to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special. The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course, but our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. But I've always felt we were destined for a place atop modern society. And now, here we are. Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. That's just the reality we live in. But surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving. That's what the White Glove Society is all about.
Do you have any work that needs to be done?
No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid. I don't think you'd have the stomach for it. Better look elsewhere.
All right.
Indeed.
Free war book. Learn about the White Glove Society by talking to one of its leaders. Find out more about the White Glove Society by talking to majority. Tell yes or you decide to ignore the White Glove Society.
How do you
Mature.
do? Welcome to the Ultra-Luxe. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
Do you work here?
I do, but one can hardly call it work. I think of myself as a caretaker rather than a common laborer. I suppose it is a labor of love if it can be called labor at all. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultra-Luxe. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it.
I'm looking for someone who is missing. Wait, Heck Gunderson said he was here to talk business with you. What business?
What else? Mr. Gunderson and I have been discussing his livestock. It's put us in a rather delicate position, you see, his coming here. Not that we aren't grateful for his generous offer. But our executive chef, Philippe, has transformed Brahmin steak into a delicacy. He really is a genius. Everyone wants it. But a delicacy is just that, delicate. If everyone can get it, it ceases to be a delicacy. It becomes a perfectly ordinary staple. And if the gourmand served staples, it would no longer draw the caliber of people it deserves. It would be a diner or a family restaurant.
Oh no.
So as much as we'd all love for there to be enough steak for everyone, I'm afraid there are more important things to consider.
Yeah, like denying people food. Like denying people food in a post-apocalypse where food can be hard to come by, just so you can maintain your high society status is through exclusivity. Sure. I'm looking for someone who went missing here recently.
This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason.
Whoa,
it's
hey.
written in the charter.
Whoa, hey, who said anything about an investigator? Who said anything about cannibalism? No, I'm just asking for a missing person. Who said anything about cannibalism? That's like a huge bombshell to drop on someone who didn't even ask. Like, come on. Hey, I'm looking for a missing person. Do you know anything? We don't consume human flesh. How could you accuse us of that? Like, come on. Who did you talk to about the disappearance?
There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear.
I'm investigating. Is there any way I could talk to the investigator?
Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such impolite accusations. We have nothing to hide here.
Did the White Glove Society used to eat human flesh?
Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances, though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us.
I'm investigating someone else, a man, and he just recently went missing.
A man? Well, then this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel? What will people say? I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms.
Okay, goodbye.
Ta-ta.
Alright, let's take a look at our new objectives. Inquire with Mortimer at the Ultra-Luxe about the investigator. Get Ted back if father's still alive. Find out more about the White Glove Society, talking to me. Oh, complete that.
How may I be of service, sir?
I've heard your group you dines, or at least used to, on human flesh.
Ah, yes. I've heard that one too. Jealous people say such nasty things. I feel sorry for them.
I could pass a speech check of 62 to lie and say I too know what it is to feel the craving. How can I support your cause? This or could just say, so it isn't true. I'll just go with this one, so it isn't true.
I can assure you that the only thing the White Glove Society is guilty of is preparing the tastiest cuisine you'll ever sample. That is, of course, if you can afford it.
Marjorie said you gave a free room to a private investigator.
Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation?
I'm on an investigation too. I'm hoping we could help each other.
You are? Nothing so grim as his investigation, I hope. Now, ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last.
Get the room at the Ultra-Luxe.
Indeed.
Alright. Let's find this investigator. What? What the?
Come on.
See if there's anything in the room before we jump to checking him. Matchbook. The following is scrawled across the back of the matchbook. Steam room, 4 p.m. Wait, hold on. There we go. trying to find a bed to sleep in for the night. Oh, there's the key. Wait. They actually got, it's something resembling a functioning pool in here. That's a rarity in a Mojave. Wait, when did it say? 4 p.m. Ah.
Who are you?
You first.
You don't know? Oh, good. That's good. So they didn't send you after me. Where's the gentleman I'm supposed to meet?
He's dead.
Oh my goodness me. They must know he was talking to someone on the inside. They'll be watching everyone closer now. I knew this was a mistake.
Who are you afraid of?
Mortimer. If he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have me killed.
So is Mortimer behind the disappearances?
Yes. The White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans. But we weren't always the White Glove Society. Mortimer and some of the others have regressed to the old ways. They've taken many people over the last few months, but always from Freeside or secluded places where they wouldn't be missed. It wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip, even in the hotel. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to please a refined palate.
What about Ted Gunderson?
He's alive, as far as I know. They're trying to keep him fresh. Mortimer has special plans for him. The White Glove Society has a banquet every night at 7. It's in our private section. Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since eating people is a crime we punish by death, he's going to do it in secret. After everyone has eaten it, he'll tell them. With no real way to punish everyone, in Mortimer's mind anyway, their minds will be open to the idea of eating people as a delicacy.
Wouldn't they punish Mortimer for the deception?
They might, but to him, the legacy of returning to the old ways is worth his own life. I don't think he expects it, though. I don't either. Nothing is more important to the society than being on the cutting edge of New Vegas cuisine. Mortimer's idea will appeal to that need. He just has to get them over the taboo.
Ted's father is a wealthy man. With his resources, this should be easy to stop.
That may be true, but I wouldn't recommend it. He's built a reputation, and it isn't for calmness and impartiality. He's not what he looks like. They call him Hurricane Heck. The man built his empire by hiring mercenaries to drive off the competition. Lately, he's been attacking our Brahmin suppliers so he can take over their business. He's the sort to pound in a nail with a wrecking ball. If you give him the whole story on this, he'd be liable to raise the entire hotel. And God knows what he'd do to the rest of the Strip.
Oh. Ouch. So we might want to use that as a desperate last resort, if possible. Well, I have to admit, I do fully like the nickname Hurricane Heck. I do like that nickname a lot. Where are they keeping Ted?
I don't know exactly. I wasn't in on it. I think some of them have stopped trusting me. But you can bet they're keeping him near the Gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession with fresh ingredients. It'd be back in the members-only section, so you'll have to be careful. Don't be seen, and more importantly, don't let them see Ted in the open. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access tunnels leading from the main restaurant.
How do I get in?
I could sponsor you as an honorary member. The White Gloves are always looking for people who can elevate their status. You'd certainly fit the bill with everything you've done around here. Otherwise, you'll have to find some way to get inside quietly. It won't be easy, and it'll be harder still to get them out.
Any suggestions on how to get Ted out?
Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's as simple as drugging them. Although that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess anyway. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks, and then he'd have some explaining to do. Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste of human flesh for years. He must have a recipe somewhere.
Get rid of Philip and cook for the banquet using his recipe for human flesh. Drug the wine at the White Gloves Society banquet. Looks like we ran out of things to talk about. Oh, I guess this is goodbye.
Let's plan on meeting again as soon as... Wait, did you hear something? Were you followed?
Guess that person had literally no reaction to me blowing that guy's head off. Damn. Legitimate shame we couldn't save this guy. It's okay for me to steal from him because who's going to complain? Anyone who complains would be admitting they had something to do with this. I guess I'm drinking pool water now. Okay, you just... Just wanted to show off what the animation looked like in third person real quick. Anyway, foods. Wait, it's in foods in native. What am I seeing here? Wait. Yep, down to 40. Perfect. Or I don't like to have... Oh. On the... Playing the PC version, and like I am, if you press the caps lock button, like, this is the normal movement speed of your character. But if you press the caps lock key, your character slows to a walk like this.
I hear a troublesome Legion camp got razed to the ground.
Okay, let's recap our objectives. Get Ted back to his father still alive, find a way to access him. Section of the gourmet. Optional, get rid of Philip and cook for the banquet using recipe for human flesh. Drug the wine at the banquet. Find a sponsor to help you join the White Glove Society. Wait, that's right. What was that? Is Oh, it's like a dog yipping or something.
Welcome to the Ultra-Luxe. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
I want to join the White Glove Society. I was told I need a sponsor.
Why, yes, of course. The White Glove Society is the most exclusive club in all of New Vegas. Perhaps the entire world. It's only natural that you'd need a sponsor from within the club who can vouch for your good name. Originally, we didn't allow anyone else in, you see. Founding members only. We thought exclusivity would make us the envy of everyone who's anyone. And it has. But then I had the idea to allow honorary members. Lower in status, naturally. But it just makes people want to be us even more. And the right people could certainly do wonders for our image. Celebrities, philanthropists. We want only the very best. And you most certainly fit the bill. Given your deeds on the Strip alone, I can safely say that you would be a prized addition to our honorary ranks. You have my full support, and you are welcome to join us at our nightly banquets in our special section of the Gourmand. I hope to see you there.
All right.
Ta-ta.
What time is it? 5:41. Wait, hold on. I haven't.
Should have bet we killed the Fiend's leader.
What can I get you?
Okay, bartender says that.
Adieu.
All in other drinks. Food supplier. So. Alright, let me just make a new save just in case. Are you serious? They practically just cut the body in half and then roast it with a flamethrower. Don't you think that's a bit excessive? Infected ramen meat. You know I'm gonna take those sunset sarsaparillas. Oh. Looks like I found a kitchen. Take your water. I'll take the bobby pin.
Why are you standing still? Do you think the world waits for you while you stand there drooling? Get back out there and get to work.
Okay, rude. Who do you think you are talking to me that way? Who do you think you are talking to me that way?
Who the fuck do you think I am? I'm the fucking god of New Vegas Brahmin fusion cuisine, that's who. No, that doesn't even give me the credit I deserve. I fucking invented edible food.
Do you like eating? Good. You owe me your entire goddamn garbage existence.
Whoa! Hey! I think you may have me confused with someone else.
Oh, really? So despite your filthy face and your vacant expression and your complete lack of human dignity, you're telling me you're not a server?
Do you like getting punched in the face? Because the awful attitude you're showing me is a perfect way of getting punched in the face. Medicine 55. Your predisposition towards anger suggests unresolved issues in your past.
What kind of harebrained fucking psychobabble bullshit is that? I yell at people because I like yelling at people, and because they fucking deserve it. Not because Mumsy and Daddykins didn't hug me enough.
You may be projecting. Tell me more about your parents.
Oh, I see how it is. You think because my father walked out on us when I was 5, now I have to yell at people. Or because my mother was a deranged chem fiend who regularly brought strange men home who told me to call them uncle.
What?
Or because my sisters would lock me in a shipping crate when they didn't want me around.
What?
And my brother... God, I'd forgotten about that. How could they do that to me? I can't stay here. I need to be alone.
That calmed him down. What about the banquet?
Forget about the fucking banquet. You know what? You can do it. You be the star chef. Take my recipes. It won't fill the hole, though. Just remember that. You'll always feel empty.
Oh God, he's right. I'm already dying inside. I do like that part of the game, though. I love using the message speech check there. Okay, everything necessary to cook a meal is here at your disposal. As long as Philip isn't here to stop you, which I don't think he is anymore. So, survival of 75 or higher required to improvise a meal using no recipe. Intelligence of 6 or higher and a recipe required to cook the following recipe. Intelligence, cook imitation human flesh using recipe. Get rid of Huh?
They say the Legion's bringing in veterans from out in Arizona. Must be getting ready to attack. My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me.
I could attack him saying, I'll make sure you don't live to tell him. Calm down, I've come to get you out of here.
My daddy sent you? God damn it, I almost died in here. What the hell took you so long? It's just one damn hotel. Who did this to me anyway? They hit me over the head before I got a look at him.
You think you'd be a little bit appreciative that he's being saved instead of what took you so long or whatever. Some members of the White Ghost Society, they were going to eat you.
What in the Sam hell? Eat me? What kind of sick bastards would eat a person? I'll tell you what, as soon as I'm out of here, and my daddy knows the story, you can bet there ain't gonna be no White Hat Society no more.
White Glove Society. Anyway, the White Glove Society isn't to blame, just Mortimer and a few others.
To hell with that. You've seen those freaks. They dress the same, talk the same. You can bet they all eat the same too. They deserve what my daddy's gonna have coming for them.
Whoa, hey, let's not get with the prejudice. Let's not get on the idea of a few represent the entirety. I could always leave you here if you aren't going to listen.
All right. But there's gonna be some justice one way or another. I'll see to that. Let's go. I'll be right behind you.
You know, I'd be willing to help you get the justice you're seeking, but it needs to be enacted on the correct people that deserve the justice. right? Call the head waiter.
How may I assist?
Time to serve the meal.
At once.
Bring Ted in Arizona. Exposed to armor at the end of his banquet speech.
I've got you now.
Yeah, he'll follow us, but he makes no attempt to crouch or hide himself. Okay, whatever that is. Win-win, bad karma for stealing. Like these people that deserve to keep their stuff. Oh, that's more on me and my mentality. See, that's on me. What? Oh, what? Are you serious? Well, I guess I made a stupid mistake. My fault. Now he crashes. Well, what time is it? Dang! That's 8 o'clock, right? Come on. Please don't tell me that this glitch then it's like stuck on a loading screen. I'll be right back. I'll have to make a cut here. Alright, we're back. Oh, it's okay. I'll drink one more bottle of water, then I'll eat some food. In-game time is about 6:49, so about 10 more in-game minutes. Any second now. Oh, here he is. Are you serious? I don't know what's going on with the game, like. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think I identified what the problem is.
You, what do you think you're doing?
Mortimer sent me to move the kid. He thinks one of his own might betray him.
First he's too trusting, now he doesn't trust any of us. It addles the senses. I suppose caution is the desirable course at this point. It's all of our necks if something goes afoul.
Alright, get him out of the way. So now I got more free roam to go about this area. I tried getting the thing to work, but they never like did the meal properly. I don't know what happened. I think I identified the issue now. So let me just talk. Let me talk to him again.
Why are you standing still?
Heard for. Skip the dialogue. Make the imitation human flesh using the recipe. And now, since it's 6:33, let's wait an hour.
How may I assist?
Time to serve the meal.
At once.
And here, instead of rushing to save him right away and getting caught in an attack, right, here let's wait for the head waiter to come over and grab the imitation food. Plates and cups. I don't know why I took the bottle. Aware. Grass. Defeats kitchen storage corp. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Both are below freshness. Welcome music. Gates locked.
My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me.
Calm down, get the guy here. So, just some more.
To hell with that.
Oh, there's a lady here if you aren't going to listen.
All right. Let.
I know I'm not the scheduled speaker, but I have a few words, if I may. There was a time, not so long ago, when we were bound together not as members, but as family, as a clan. And when Mr. House came to us with his proposal, we accepted, knowing we stood to gain much. Little did we know how much we'd lose in the process. As a society, we've endeavored to sample the finest food and drink the world has to offer. But we are living a lie. There is a meat sweeter than the most corn-fed livestock. Most of you have tasted it. All of you have coveted it. Among us, it is a crime to discuss a return to the old ways that unified our people. Tonight, that all changes. The taboo ends. Let me finish, Marjorie. You don't know it yet, but you are all now guilty of a greater crime. One that ordinarily bears the harshest of punishments. Surely that you are all guilty warrants not only universal amnesty, but also a renewed discussion. For our society to be truly elite, we must dine on the most delicious, the most exclusive food known to us. And tonight, for the first time as a society, you are sampling that very dish, the meat we are forbidden to taste, the way it was meant to be eaten. Fellow members of the White Glove Society, bon appetit.
That looks like our cue, isn't he?
What the? Who is this trespasser?
Bad news, Mortimer. No one's eating the boy you kidnapped tonight.
What are you... Why is he there? Who are we eating right now?
Sorry, Mortimer. Secret recipe. It isn't human, though. I can tell you that.
No! These are lies. I never kidnapped anyone. And even if I did, there's no harm done. He's alive, after all.
Too late, Mortimer. You've already said too much.
You're all hypocrites. How can you claim to be connoisseurs yet deny yourselves the greatest of all meats? I am ashamed to have once called everyone here family. This isn't over, though. I'll begin anew. The White Glove Society will never achieve the greatness of my new order. You'll all hear from me again.
Salutations. Have you been inside our bathhouse? The salts in the water work to balance the bodily humors.
Here she is.
Oh my. How unfortunate. And in front of all these people, too. He always was a bit of a pill, Mortimer. He was so pouty when I decided to ban eating people. And now this. I should have paid more attention to the warning signs. Can you imagine what people would have said? Why, it would have been a complete scandal if it weren't for you. Ta-ta.
So that gained us a little fame. White Glove Society, idolized. Now if you're extensive support and goodwill, you're idolized by the community.
A little bird told me Benny might be gone for good. He must have been in some delightful scandal to have run off so suddenly.
Marjorie has done a remarkable job managing the restoration of this place. Wouldn't you agree?
Hello there.
Now the only thing left to do is to take this boy back to his daddy. So they got a little bit of gambling going here like the other casinos. You can play a little roulette at one table, go over and play blackjack at another.
Hello.
Oh my God. Ted, are you all right?
Quit your hollering. I'm fine. You know, if you knew what you were doing, I could have been out of there hours ago.
Don't you talk to me that way. You were about to be someone's freaking lunch. Be more appreciative.
You got me my boy back. I got no words. Now, I hope you didn't do no harm to whoever's responsible for this. I want to skin their hides myself.
It was Mortimer, one of the white gloves, who had Ted taken. He's a cannibal.
Well, that does it. None of them maniacs will ever do business with Head Gunderson long as they live. Hell, I'll put me together a damn blockade. Hit 'em where it hurts. They control the food? Well, there ain't gonna be no food. Not for anybody in this whole damn town. It's a goddamn monument to inhumanity. Let 'em starve. Biggest favor anyone's ever done this hellhole.
That's just what they want. You'd be driving the sea to eat each other.
I don't like this place. Whole strip, really. Ever since I got here, the stink of it has flooded my nostrils. But you got a point. They're already hell-bent on depravity here. All I'd be doing is helping them along. All right. Well, I promised you I'd make it worth your while. So here you are. Try not to lose it all at the same casino.
Don't worry, I'll spread it evenly among all 3 casinos. The strip liked. Enough news of your good works have been passed around that people like you.
You watch yourself around, Mr. Gunderson.
Dude, I did the guy a favor. Drop the 2, dude.
Those masks make me nervous. Is there something wrong with their faces?
Okay, we're done with the White Glove Society. We help deal with their issue here. A wide variety of weapon mods are available from merchants for gun and energy weapons and even
My buddies at Camp McCarran are breathing easy now that the Fiend's leader is dead.
LVB station. Turn off.
Patrolling the Mojave.
Please,
You wish for
do not stand in the fountains.
Oh, can we turn off the radio?
I bet it feels real nice to be carrying those weapons around on the strip.
What?
Damn, Mr. House has forbid any NCR military personnel from carrying any sort of firearms on the strip. Well, except for Captain Pappas. Mr. House still doesn't trust the NCR. A word of advice. The Securitrons won't put up with any funny stuff out there, so don't do anything stupid. This your first time on the strip?
I've been here before.
Okay then, you should know the rules. Just stay out of trouble, and have fun.
Yeah, I don't know what I said before, but in exchange, like he said, NCR aren't allowed to have weapons on the strip, but they also help they help security. A part of the bargaining power that Mr. House used in giving the dam to NCR is that he gets to keep New Vegas for himself. Well, then in exchange, NCR or military and NCR citizens are allowed to come into New Vegas and spend their caps how they please, albeit they're not allowed to carry weapons. And then also that
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
And also, I think, if I remember, he asked the NCR or soldiers to help act as law enforcers on the strip. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the junction between like Camp McCarran and the little junction between. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. This acts as a little junction or so that between Camp McCarran, the NCR's Camp McCarran, and and the Strip. Like, you know that tram that we saved from the bomb a little while ago? Oh, the tram connects between the Camp McCarran airport that
The Ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen one before.
that NCR set up base in and the Strip here.
Napalm.
Right, I went in there real quick and
Lead the way.
what else can we do? Oh yeah, I forgot. I was in the middle of checking out the.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night, some girl was pounding on my door all night. Finally, I had to let her out. What? So I hear Mr. House runs the strip.
Hey, welcome aboard. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Oh, she said it. She said the iconic line. Seriously, ACR soldiers say that a lot.
Just as a warning, my covert bandaging skills are a little rusty.
Okay.
Damn shame about Morales. She enlisted to be closer to her husband.
Make yourself at home here. It's cozy. For an airport.
The monorail, yes. Oh yeah, I just want to say something. I guess. Okay, what else is there we can do? Hey. I want to check out that area. I think there's something there. I don't recall ever having this many bullets for a single gun, like 838. Jesus. Mountain Shadows Campground. I think that's what I'm looking for over there.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. The Ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen one before, but I've heard they chew nails and spit napalm.
There's Eddie.
Nice job out there. Nelson's back in our hands. Hope we can defend it this time. Glad you're with us.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Come on. And I'm at least okay with stealing the energy ammo from there. I mean, when's the last time you seen an NCR guy using energy weapons? Are you serious? What?
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
I'll give you another nuclear winter if you say that again. Well, at least got on the mark on the map for now. Oh, so we can come back later when we want to, in the middle of the day where people are actually doing stuff and I can actually find the right people to talk to.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
Something else I was wanting to do while I was here. Something I wanted to check out.
Sure, later.
I saw that Vault 21 sign there. I wanted to check that out. Michelangelo's. Or Michelangelo's, probably.
Hi, I'm Sarah Weintraub. Welcome to the finest vault hotel in the whole world.
A vault hotel? Was it like this before the war?
No, silly. Of course it wasn't always a hotel. I grew up in it. I love it. My favorite place in the world. Not that I know much of the world. I never left this place, come to think of it. But it is the most special vault ever.
You would say that. You grew up here. What's so special about this vault?
My vault is pure New Vegas. Everyone has a chance, and Lady Luck smiles if you play your odds right. Okay, it was like that before we had to leave. Vault 21 had very smart ways to help people get along. All arguments and fights got solved through gambling. I'll give you a quick tour of my home. Oh yeah, if you like.
Sure, I would. I have some questions about it first, if you don't mind.
All right, what would you like to know?
What's so? You never actually left this place?
Sure I have. I made the scene in the strip. It's just that I really like it here. Vault 21 is a kick.
Let's see if I got some stuff that can increase perception. That should increase my stuff to perception to 6, yeah. Do I seriously have nothing that can increase my... Effects of items can stack, but only if, like... I know, I know. That can increase my perception by 1. All these different little helmet things that can increase perception by 1. But like, I can't wear more, I can only wear 1 at a time. I'll take that, that'll work. Loading screens galore.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night some girl was pounding on my door.
I'm getting that perception check. Items, apparel, on the first grade, hit the 5. Need that. Had to get the 6. And then take mint cats again. Get to 8.
Good to see you again.
I'd like to ask you questions about Vault 21.
All right, what would you like to know?
What's so special about this vault?
Vault 21 had very smart ways to help people get along. All arguments and fights got solved through gambling. Okay.
Got some more questions? Never actually left this place?
Sure I have.
Perception 8. Sarah, there's something else behind all this, right?
Okay, you're right. I hate going outside. It's almost impossible for me to step out of here. Still, I love my vault. It's my pad.
Got some more questions.
Alright.
Ask something else. What does Mr. House have to do with Vault 21?
Mr. House has everything to do with Vault 21. He tried to get us out before he filled it with concrete. I almost went ape. So we convinced him. Okay, Sheldon and I, right? We convinced him to leave the top level mostly intact.
Why would he fill the vault with concrete?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't want anybody sneaking around down there. My vault runs deep and wide. It's filled with corridors and rooms that go far. What gives him the right to screw us with the royal shaft anyway? So he saved New Vegas. Woohoo! Now scram and let us go on with our lives. Sheesh.
Well, someone doesn't like Mr. House. I'd like to know some other things about you in this hotel.
I see. Mr. House has every...
Other questions. What kind of things do you sell in this gift shop?
I have all sorts of things. Vault souvenirs, vault wares, vault machines, vault mementos, and vault suits. And, well, lots of other vault things, too.
Vault gear. Swell. Can you show me what you got?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, I got these great lunch boxes. They're super. What else? Oh, look at these toasters. You like toast, right? If they're crunchy, even better. What about a vintage Vault-Tec toy car? Or...
Sorry, Tanner, do you actually have any vault gear?
Okay, I do, but who wants a lame sensor module or a nitrogen canister anyway? All the popular stuff has been sold, especially the vault suits. I need to find more because people buy them like hotcakes. Leather suits are good times. Thinking about that just blows my top.
You know, leather is my specialty. Unzip it, heat it, and rub a shine onto it.
Really? Well, I don't even know what to say to that.
Just don't say here or now, or we don't want to get the patrons all riled up, do we?
Ha ha ha. Okay, why don't you help me out? And in the meantime, I'll think about where to take advantage of your skills.
Darn. Count on it.
Oh, that makes me so happy. You are too much.
So I guess we could sell those suits to her now.
Good to see you again.
I'd like to hear. Are you the owner of this hotel and strip and shop?
Well, it is my vault, all right. I mean, yeah. That is, no. I take care of it, but I suppose you could say that it belongs to Mr. House.
You run this place then?
Yeah, and you gotta dig what I did with it. Looking as good as it should. Almost.
Do you miss the old days in the vault?
It was bustling with activity. We all knew each other so well. You see, the vault kept us all even. It's all symmetry and windows down there. We solved any quarrels through gambling. Lady Luck cast no eyeballs, you know? So, nobody shafted anyone else. Yeah, I miss those days.
Do you know, Doc Mitchell?
Mitch? You mean Molebutt? I hadn't thought about that name in a long time. I was just a child and he had a big mole in his rear bumper. You understand, kids and all that. Everyone knows about each other in a vault. There's no other way. I hope Mitch is doing well.
Oh, so it looks like Doc Mitchell from way back in Good Springs, the guy that saved us, did surgery on us. He came from Vault 21 for the looks of it. Wow. You miss the old days in the vault?
Yeah.
You get a lot of business here?
Sure. The place is packed. Usually. We get loads of NCR cubes these days. A stray Brahmin Baron once in a while, and recently circle couples shining big rocks on their fingers.
Shining rocks on the fingers? You mean wedding rings? Alright, I think... goodbye. Oh wait, hold on, I wanna...
Good to see you again.
Hold on.
I take care of it. Good to see you again.
Shut up. Go to the vault. You said... No, is the hotel?
No.
Goodbye. So yeah, like you said, this place used to be a vault, but like I said, a lot of the vaults had inhumane experiments, and a lot of the vaults, not all of them obviously had but a lot of them had inhumane experiments being performed on them, or so, like this or that, and Vault 21 here is another one of the experimental vaults. But from what I know, the experiment is a society that's built around solving their problems with gambling, and that turned out relatively well. Well, all the people in the vault did just fine and lived pretty nice lives in the vault. Well, except until Mr. House came in and took the vault from them. Besides from that, they turned out relatively fine. Aside from, if she's any indication, she has, I think it's agoraphobia, which is the extreme or irrational fear of entering open or crowded places, of leaving one's own home, or of being in places from which escape is difficult. But but seriously, if agoraphobia is the worst, if agoraphobia is like the worst that happens, I don't think it's that bad, you know? It could be worse, you know?
Please, do not stand in the fountains.
I wasn't planning on it.
Ready to try your luck?
Seeing the sights?
If you're looking to join up, head on by the embassy.
The NCR embassy is right there. Or in case you can. Michelangelo shot. To be honest, I never checked this place out before. This is like first time I've seen anything in here.
Hi, what can I do for you?
What is this place?
You saw our front sign, didn't you? This is where all the beautiful signs of the Strip become a reality. It all comes from Michelangelo's imagination. We do a little work here and there too, sure, but he's the real artist.
Who is Michelangelo?
He's the reason the Strip shines like a star at night. Mike's imagined and built every sign, billboard, and light you'll see around here.
Where can I find Michelangelo?
Check out the back of the shop. He's usually working there.
How long have you worked here?
I've been here over a year now, though I'm not one to get tired for long. I plan to roam the wasteland once I'm ready. The people need light and kindness. There's too much fear and pain out there already.
Alright, see you around.
Bye.
Wait, come here. Who are you?
Hey, excuse me, but I'm busy. Excuse me, but I'm busy. Excuse me, but I'm busy.
Busy with what? You're downing a beer! She clearly just doesn't want to talk.
Hello?
Oh, here's the guy himself.
Oh, hello, I am Michelangelo. How can I... wait. Are you here to deliver more billboard requests? Please tell me you're not a messenger on behalf of Mr. House.
No, I'm not here for anything like that. Oh, well, first of all, why are you so jittery about Mr. House?
Because spending myself to the edge of artistic oblivion for Mr. House sums up my existence since I had to leave Vault 21. That's why.
You lived in Vault 21? Tell me about that.
Most people don't understand what it means to grow up in a vault.
Its corridors, its walls, radiate a warmth that feels safe, honest. But here, everything is huge and threatening. It's so empty that I think one of these days I'll just snap.
Sounds as if you don't like this place. What is wrong with it?
I feel haunted by something terrible. Working in such a huge workshop often makes me shiver. I can't even leave the strip.
So is this fear of the outside world draining your inspiration?
Yes, I think so. But please, keep quiet about it. Without inspiration, I'm as good as a tumbleweed drifting in the barren wasteland.
You exhibit... Oh, here it is. You exhibit clear symptoms of acute agoraphobia. I can help.
Ah, an educated fellow. Now that is almost as rare as artistry. So, how can you help me regain my inspiration?
So years of psychoanalysis and using cast of months will fix you. This kind of free size. Hey, patient. He said how. Grow up here and go outside to the real world to find yourself. Okay. I can escort you into the wasteland. It's not so bad. I could escort you into the wasteland. It's not so bad.
Thank you for the offer, but I think I really can't go to see... Wait a minute. I know, I don't have to necessarily be there to see it.
Wow, I could be awful and just say, you're not making this easy. Screw it, hand over the capsule, dropped it. I'm not choosing that. What do you mean?
Yes, that's it. I have a camera. It is old, but it should work. Perhaps you could bring me images of inspiring landmarks.
Oh, you actually have a functioning camera? That's new. Doggies are it's going to cost you a lot. You know, I'm tired of this. I think I have to be sense instead. I'll help you. Do you have any landmarks in mind?
I've always wanted to see the dinosaur and its thermometer sign at Novak. Then there's the famous Bison Steve sign. The McCarran Airfield and the Helios 1 power station signs are of much interest to my work. Like the Sunset Sarsaparilla headquarters bottle.
Okay, you've got a deal. I'll return with the pictures.
Thank you. I really can't thank you enough for this. Please, get me all the pictures. I'll compensate you accordingly. Oh, and if you need more camera film, then just come back and I'll get it for you. Again, thank you.
Wait, what's it called? Classic inspiration. Michelangelo wants to picture his famous sunset around New Vegas. Take a picture of Novak's dinosaur thermometer. Take a picture of the Bison Steve sign. Picture of the McCarran sign. Take a picture of Helios 1. And a picture of the Sunset Sarsaparilla headquarters bottle sign. Huh?
I assure you, you look extremely virile. Now, would you mind pointing that somewhere else? Thanks.
It's a camera! Kodak R9000. Right. Yeah, I took stuff out of that. Pick the Sunset Sarsaparilla. I'll take a second in Sarsaparilla. I'll take the bottle caps. With the Barrel Critical Spark, you gain 50% every time a critical hit is scored on your opponent. Oh right, guys. All right. The next one is in Prim. I think that's the Bison Steed sign they want to take a picture of. The boomers are said to be seen at folk trials armed with even more firepower than the gun runners. Last one. Turn to Michelangelo for your reward. Pyromaniac for you do plus 50% damage with flame weapons. Wait. There it is. I'm not the biggest fan of how like the North Gate there's like the closest you can get to the strip itself here. So if there's something you need to do, you have to go through 1, 2.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night some girl was pounding on my door all night. Finally I had
to go through 2 and soon 3 different doors, which means I have to go through 3 different loading screens between the fast travel and my destination. The only I mean, at least the loading's fast, but still, 3 different loading screens. It's relatively minor to me mainly because the loading screens are fast, but you know. Okay, where did it go? Where is he? Is there a staircase? There you are. Guess we'll wake him up.
Aha! The brave photographer returns. Good to see you.
I have some fresh pictures for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Just what I need. Thank you, brave one. Here's some compensation for your work.
I took the pictures you wanted. There's something about a reward.
You have earned it, my friend. Now I can finally unveil my masterpieces to the world, all thanks to you. Come visit me again sometime.
And we completed his mission there. Oh, I'm stuck.
Did you hear? Gamora's under new management.
Just lost a month's caps.
So you just hear that MP? Okay, I think we're going to wrap up this episode here for now, but you know, I'm trying to do like get a few side quests going or so. And now that we've been in the Mojave for a while, I think this would be a good time or so to ask like I think this would be a good idea as any or so to ask like, do you think this would be a good time to start the next DLC? Yeah, I just want to, instead of just jumping straight into it at the beginning of the next episode, I thought that it'd be a good idea to ask. So, like, do you think it's a good idea to jump into the next DLC yet, or should that be held off or so, and like we should stay in the Mojave for a while, or so, because there are more things we could do in the Mojave, or so. But I think now is about as good a time as any, as like a stopping point between like a stopping point, as good a stopping point as any, to get that, because I'm not, because is unlike last time, like, there is a particular order that I'm going to be doing the DLCs from here on out, so I already know which one and I'm going to be doing from here on out. But if we decide to stay in the Mojave for the time being, I was thinking of exploring Camp Golf or so, which is an NCR or base or so, similar to Camp McCarran or so. We can go see what they need help with there or so. Or maybe we could do some NCR quest instead of the light. Or so. There's plenty we could probably find to do in Mojave, but I think it would be just a good time to ask, do you want to see another DLC, or do you want to stay in the Mojave for the time? Because I do intend to get all the I do intend to get all the DLC stuff done in this playthrough, but I at least have I'm at least going to give the people a say in like what they want to do instead of just jumping into it. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Fallout New Vegas. It said next time, depending on feedback, depending on feedback, we could be doing the DLC, or we could just be doing NCR stuff, of which it's just as a heads up real quick, if anyone cares, but if I don't get any feedback at all, well, the default answer is going to be staying in the Mojave and doing doing NCR quests at Camp Golf or whatever, or so. That's the default answer I'm going to if I don't get feedback at all. Just a heads up. So, with that, thank you again for watching. This has been Fallout New Vegas, and until next time, I will see you guys around.